out there. Hope you have a good day and you get spoiled. I know I ain't done a video for quite a while, but to be fair, there ain't been a lot going on. Bring me on days out with David, Black Country Coslow. Get over to his channel and have a look at the videos. We've done a couple of dealer visits, Adam Boyer, Cuttlebrook, Japanese water gardens, and also Wenikoi. I ain't the kind of person that when we go somewhere to get the phone out, I like to enjoy the day and enjoy what I'm doing. But going forward, I will start trying to record a little bit, because I know some of my subscribers probably don't get to places like that, so it's a bit good for them to have a look. As promised in previous videos, I've done just today actually, I've done a DIY, excuse me, I've done a DIY pond overflow system. If you're pump fed and you never had an overflow fitted, this might help you out. It's going to allow me to trickle in, trickle out. The clip that I put on, you'll see the reasons why I'm not decided to do a trickle in and trickle out. As you can probably see from around me, not much is happening here. So before I go into the video about how I've done the overflow, the next couple of minutes I'm going to be speaking about my pond heater. I've had it on for about 3 months now. So I've been onto my energy app, took some screenshots of the cost and when I put it on to where it is now, and I'll talk you through it. Catch you back in a bit, guys. So I brought the inline 3 kilowatt heater around about the 7th of March, and it was till the week after that I fitted it. I remember the day that I fitted it because the day I was fitting it, I popped to the shop for some bits, and that's when my car got smashed into. So it was fitted around the 18th. So from this first picture you can see average cost for electricity for that week was about £30, £31. Then the week after, £33. Then when it was fitted, the 3 kilowatts, you can see on the Saturday and the Sunday how my usage went up. And then week on week, the week after, went up an extra £5. Week after, went up an extra 15 quid. Then it went up another 11 quid. That's the week 3rd of April to the 10th of April. It was around about April that electricity prices started to rise again. I think as well, it was around this time I got the 2 kilowatt heater off Dave. So as you can see from the next week, my cost went down a little bit with the 3 kilowatts. It was coming on quite often. End of March, beginning of April, if you remember, temperatures was quite bitter. Some nights it was going down to -7. Then as you can see, 17th of April to the 24th of April, it come back down to £44. Week after, went up, back up to 52. So as you can see from these screenshots, it was averaging around the £50 mark. As we got into May and the temperature started picking up, I upped the temperature again. Gradually over the 2 months, I started on 12 degrees and gradually increased it to 18. And during May, I upped it to 21. So that's probably where that increase comes from. And then as we got in, as you can see there, went back down to 51 once the temperature had stabilised. And as we got into May, end of May, beginning of June, I upped the temperature again gradually up to 23 degrees, which is what I'm sitting at now. So as you can see, it was averaging about the 70, 65. And then this last week, with the boiling hot temperatures we've had, it's hardly been on at all, because it ain't been needed. But I'll just put a couple of screenshots on now of the temperatures that we was having. So as you can see from this one, average maximum temperature in March was 8.9. I think that's when I had it set to 12 degrees. Minimum temperature was on average 2.4, but in between that we would have had the -7s, the -5s that we was having. This one here for April, consider maximum and minimum temperatures rise a little bit, but again we're still getting cold nights, and that's why it was coming on. So all in all, I think pre-heater I was using £30, £31 a week electric. The week before, £33. So at the height of the heating, and that was including the price rise, I was using probably extra £60 a month. And when you break that down, I did think to myself, £60 a month, that is quite a lot, but it's £15 a week. It's a box of fags to some people, it's a few beers to another people. It's a difference between having a nice car and a really fancy car. It's whatever you want to spend your money. So overall, I don't think £15 a week is too bad for the results that you get with your fish. When I did put the heater on, I noticed a massive difference in them straight away. Just having slightly warmer water when it was cold, just at 12 degrees, massive difference. Their appetite increased, and then as the temperatures have increased in the water, their appetites have gone further out. Yeah, so not too bad. Again, it's what you want from your fish and what you want from your koi, and how you spend money. This is only a short-term fix. My plan is to get a mini air source heat pump. I have seen them. Tony Barker from the Koi Club's got one. The initial outlay is about 400 quid. So, welcome back guys. A while ago I said I was going to show you the DIY overflow system if you ain't got an overflow fitted in your pond. As I've said on previous videos, never knew what I was doing when I built this pond, so I've got no overflow system. Because of the heat that I'm putting through the water and the amount of food, the water ain't looking the best. And after speaking to Davey said think about doing a trickle in, trickle out system just to get the water changed. Now I've found how to do this on a forum. I can share the pictures if needed be. In fact, what I'll probably do is I'll probably put them on the screen. If anyone's got me on Facebook and you want to know how to do it, just drop me a message and I'll show you. Basically, this is what the contraption is. This part sits in your water. So obviously the height of this pipe will determine your water level. Then that comes out, this part comes over the top of the pond, comes down, and the only bad part about it is on this pipe you have to give it a good suck to create the vacuum. And when I did a test run earlier, got a mouthful of pond water. So I'll go ahead and get this fitted and we'll see how it goes. Catch you in a bit guys. And there it is guys, all fixed into place. Excuse the garden down here, I've dug my ices up and I'm just put nothing back in there yet. So to get it primed, you have to put your mouth around this one, put your hand over here, and it creates a vacuum and it sucks the water through. And I don't know whether you can see the water just dripping out of there. That's your trickle out. Obviously, the more you trickle into your pond, the more is going to trickle out, so that just all depends on how much you want to change. But once you've got it primed, this standpipe, it's basically just for you to get it primed. You can go ahead and take it off there. What we'll probably do is get some sort of bowl or bucket under here just to catch the drips, and you can recycle the water around the garden. All you need to make sure, obviously because of it being a vacuum system, this outlet needs to be lower than the inlet in the pond, obviously, so gravity can do its thing. Hope that helps anyone out there. As I said earlier, if anyone wants any advice on how to put it together, just let me know. So just following on from the talking about the heating, I know I said my water quality's gone to a bit of shit, mainly because I've mixed some colour food in as well. So they've got a mixture of colour, growth, bit of sake sinking. But as you can see, the combination of the food and the heat. That Makashi, I think I'll see very well. Hopefully once my water clears up, I'll be able to give you a clearer picture. But some of these koi now, they're doing really well. I've got that Makashi, Makahako, he's put quite a bit of size on. Got myself a Alkley Chag from Dave as well. I think between them, they're trying to eat me out of house and home. Probably going to leave it there. Don't know whether you can see, but it's absolutely pissing down now. Probably what we needed though after all this heat. There we are, he's coming back up, look. He just stop eating. That's an Adam Boyer Makashi, that is. Surprise where I got it from. Walker Koi. He's doing really well. The body on him is unbelievable. So, not a particularly long video, just a quick update really of where I am, what I've been up to, and just in case anybody's bothered to see whether I'm still alive. Hopefully I should do some videoing when we get to the National in a couple of weeks time. If not, I'll try and get a video done in between now and then. So until the next one, stay safe, be nice to one another, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.